Hi there, this is Ranjit from tech2buzz.com, and today we'll be doing the unboxing of this Karbonn Smart A11 Android phone. Yes, I know that Karbonn has launched other two Android phones also, known as the A9 Plus and the A21. Those are dual core Android phones, but I couldn't get them for testing. I'll try to get it next week. So let's quickly have a look at this A11, and it says that it sports a 4-inch screen and it has a 1 GHz processor. Let's look at the side. It says it has a 5 megapixel HD camera. It'll be interesting to see if it can shoot HD videos. We'll know that. Burst mode, autofocus, face detection, and it runs on the Android version 4.0.4, that's ICS, and it supports 3G. On the first SIM, it's a dual SIM Android phone, and it also supports micro SD card, and it also has a front facing camera, so that's interesting. And I want to thank Faisal Communications for providing this unit for review. And if you see, the MRP quoted here is 9,990, and Faisal Communications quoted me a street price of around 8,000 for this phone. So let's quickly open up the seal and let's look at this phone. Let me take out the mobile, and the mobile comes out. I'm just going to keep it to the side for now, and let's quickly look what's there. I won't go into details. We have the earpiece. Looks like standard earpiece, looks like actually Apple earbuds, and we also have this call end button, and we also have a microphone here. USB cable, nothing special. A charger, again white in color. The battery, let's look at the battery. Actually, I need to look at what is the milliampere rating. It says it's a 1500 milliampere rating, so should be enough in my opinion. And we also have a user manual of A11. It's in black and white color, and Karbonn Clinic, that's service center. So let me quickly keep all these things to the side, and let's have a look at the phone itself. And first impressions, the phone looks good to hold, and actually the back cover is really good, and it has this textured material, so big improvement in my opinion. I'm not that fan of glossy material they used to use. And it says 5 megapixel autofocus, Karbonn branding on the back, and actually the phone looks pretty stylish for a budget Android phone. And on the front we have this front facing camera also, and we have these 4 touch type capacitive buttons at the bottom and the Karbonn branding. Let me quickly try to pry open this back cover. We have an indent over here, and again we get this new type of slot that we are generally getting in these new phones these days. I'm not a big fan of them, and the first SIM is 3G and the second is just 2G. So let me just put in the SIM card, and we can also add a micro SD card if we would like. Let's pop in the battery and let's try to see if it has some juice. We'll do the first boot with this Karbonn A11 Android phone. Back cover snaps in quickly, and the power on off button is at the top. Let me switch it on, and yes, it seems to have a charge. It vibrated, and it says Karbonn Smart, pretty bright screen. Till it boots, let me just give you an overview. We have the 3.5mm headphone jack, the power on off button, the micro USB charger is on this side and nothing else. And on the bottom, actually the microphone pinhole is over here, and on this side we again have the volume rocker. And I'm not sure what kind of sensors it has over here. It'll be interesting to see if it has ambient light sensor and the proximity sensor. And on the back, as I had mentioned, we also have a secondary mic over here. I don't know if it's for noise cancellation also or just for the video recording. We'll know that later. And we also have this nice speaker grill over here, and the Karbonn branding. Again, I like the back cover, it's textured. It's still booting, so I'll be just back in a second. And it's almost done actually, and I'm just going to quickly skip through this and get to the phone. So I have set up the phone, and like other Karbonn phones, mostly it's the stock Android experience, but they do have this quick toggles over here, so that's nice. And this model does not support IPS grade screen, so the screen quality is, I would say, just average. Nothing great. If you just tilt the phone too much, it'll fade out. not like the Karbonn A18 that had a IPS grade display, but I would say decent display for a budget Android phone. And let us quickly look at the Android version and the settings. Let's go to about the phone, and again it says the model number is A11 and the Android version is 4.0.4. And let's also look at the storage. What's the default storage? And do note that I haven't added any micro SD card as of now, so this is just the internal storage that the phone has. And it says that the total space, again Karbonn has divided it into two parts. That's one is 2 GB and the other is 785, so that's nice, like the Karbonn A18. And we can also add a micro SD card, so storage won't be an issue on this phone. And looks fluid. Let's scroll around and see. And we have the standard 5 home screens that we generally see on Karbonn phones. It's the same, and mostly the stock Android experience, and seems to be pretty fluid. Let us fire up the web browser and check it up. And let me go to tech2bus.com. Again, typing is pretty easy because it's a 4-inch screen and it's pretty wide. And again, if you noticed, it loaded the site pretty quickly actually. And pinch to zoom also is fairly good, I would say. Kinetic scrolling is nice and smooth. Let us open up the story, this Synology NAS giveaway, and let me change the orientation. And it does it without any issues. So, and let's see if it can play back this video that's embedded in this web page. I think so, it will do that.
Hi there, this is Ranjit from tech2bus.com, and as from the title you must have guessed, this is a giveaway, and Synology is offering one of you guys a brand new.
So as you can see, it can play back content without issue, and the speaker phone is pretty loud, I would say, but don't keep it at max. It's just cracking a little bit. I'll test it a lot later. Let us also go to a heavy website like Engadget and Gadget, and it's going to the mobile version. Again, as you have noticed, pretty quick. It was the first time we are going, and let's go to the desktop version also. So initial impressions, I think so for web browsing that's a great deal because this phone sells for a very good price. And yeah, kinetic scrolling also pretty smooth, I would say. Let me do the pinch gesture, that's also good enough. So I would say nice phone for web browsing, etc. If you're on a budget, looks nice. And I would say this phone is between the Karbonn A9 and the A18 in my opinion. Let's see if Karbonn has loaded some apps. Yes, they did load this Yahoo Messenger. This is Karbonn Smart something. Kingston Office is also loaded. That's an office app. And Shark Dash, it's a game. WeChat, WhatsApp downloader was also there. Let's also check the YouTube player. I'm just going to search for Geeky Ranjit, some of our own videos. And let's just play back this Motorola Defy video. Okay, it's trying to play it in high quality if you see.
Hi there, this is Ranjit from tech2bus.com, and today I have the full in-depth.
Again, no problems in my opinion. I have also installed these two apps, and before signing off, let me just first kill all these apps. And let me also fire this Android system info so that we can know how much RAM is there. I believe it might be 512 MB, but just let's look at the same. And yes, the RAM is 512 MB, but out of that, when you kill everything, we have 221 MB of RAM. So that's good enough, I would say. And system, let's go to the CPU, and it uses the ARM processor as expected, and the chipset is MT6575. So that's it for now for this quick unboxing of this Karbonn A11. I'll be doing the in-depth testing of this phone. Also, we'll be doing some benchmarks, etc. So if you have any questions regarding this phone, please post them in the comment section below. That's it for now. This is Ranjit from tech2buzz.com, and I hope to see you in my next video.